VIPER278 connected. VIPER278
Howdy,
entered
guys.
channel.
Hi, Viper.
Okay. I'll be streaming you while you're streaming yourself.
I think it's time to start this show. Righty. Let's get the Be Right Back screen off of here and see if everybody can hear me out there okay. And then we'll get this thing going. We're going to be streaming tonight, showing you a few new things, not a lot. Do a little bit of farming, then Big Daddy's got some more mod stuff for you after my show, so stick around after that.
Yep, just got one new toy with some added features.
I am opening up another Pepsi, so I'll be right here.
Pepsi. I thought we were talking about Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it's Pepsi, sorry.
I know. I'm just teasing you.
Volume is low, loud and clear. I don't think the mixer got messed up any. I should be okay. I hope it comes through.
Oh, I guess I'm really loud. That could be because I'm
It's probably
half
my
deaf.
mixer thing. I did that last week. What, did it reset itself when I restarted my... Maybe that's what happens.
Yeah, I got two turntables and a microphone.
Open volume mixer.
VIPER278 is now muted and deafened.
Viper's muted. That's interesting.
VIPER278 is now unmuted.
No, he's giving sign language at least.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what the heck's going on with the mixer. I just hope it all works out. If you're overwhelming, that's the way it is. For some reason, it's not even the same volume mixer as I had last week, so this computer's screwy.
No, it's the way OBS does it. It changes it, and the windows, and it's all that, plus your stream, plus your window. Yeah, it kind of gets jumbled up there, but yeah, you are kind of low. I mean, I can hear it better than what it used to be, but yeah, we can still hear you okay.
Alrighty. Yeah, alright. I'm just checking a couple things real quick, peoples. As we get ready for the show tonight, maybe I can make it a little better. I can't even see which microphone I'm using, so obviously it's probably this one?
Use a headset or a desk mic.
Let's see. I think it's this microphone. Bear with me. I want to make sure I get everything back to as close to normal as possible. That better? I'm probably overwhelmingly loud now.
VIPER278 is now muted and deafened.
Yeah, I reset everything, so I just cranked it back up a little bit. Now I'm blowing everybody's ears out, I'm sure. Let me know if that's okay, and
VIPER278
that's
is now
low.
unmuted.
You can hear it loud and clear now. A little too loud. We're hearing some static.
Okay, well, let me try to crank it down just a little bit.
Yeah, we're hearing the white noise behind here.
Oh, I like to make it really loud.
Are you prejudiced, Viper?
Yes, I am.
All right, well, at least you're honest. No, you said white noise. I didn't know if you had a problem with white noise or any color noise.
Yeah, I like orange.
All right.
I like orange noise. You know that now.
All right, I think that this should be good. Let me know. One last check and make sure we're not overwhelming. Yeah, I just dropped the gain, Kaboomba. It should be better now. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine. We'll get going anyway. I'm starting off in the museum, but I did not make any updates this week. So, here's the deal. If anybody donates by the end of the broadcast Sunday, they will make it in the museum. I'm adding Vipers in as well, all his donations and donations to Big Daddy. So it's going to be a pretty huge update, so I apologize for anybody that donated last week not being here. But it will definitely be added in after this week, when I'm just going to do one huge batch. I got like 23 updates. So basically, I'm not going to run through everybody in the museum, but I do have a special thing in the museum to show you. This is the bronze floor, and if you are less than $25 donator, you will end up in the bronze floor. If you've donated from $25 to $99.99, you'll end up in the silver room here with these people, and we'll go over this again better after this week, because there's so many people to add in with the new donations that came in last week, and so I'm not going to get into everybody, but you will be in here. We'll get into a final thank you to all the donators for this map, and if you donate after that point, you'll be in the next one, because the museum goes to the next map and every map that we do after this. I know that Fet's Dog is a new $100 donor that will be in here next week as well, with all these gold room, $100 to $4.99. Lars Monson with a $25 donation. Thank you very much, Lars, for the 25 donation. And you will definitely be in here next week as well. And I think you just moved up a floor. So, onward to the special floors. We have one donated for Thernadad, who has been back in the game, and we have some more updates. He just donated, I guess, to the forums today. Thank you very much, Thernadad. And we dedicated this floor to him, with a couple of exhibits, including the museum from the last map. Or not the museum is in this map. The warehouse from the last map. And the new display. And I did not update the sign again for his total, but his donations have been very super generous. Pukes, also known aka as PJev03. I don't know if he's in the chat right now, but he's always here. So last week, if you remember, he said the map would be perfect if we just did one more thing, and we changed the cement to concrete. So we went a step further. I'm not going to read his little sign here. You can try to read it if you want, or pause the video later. But we went and we changed it to PJev's Concrete, and we put the mixer in here as a thank you for his generous contributions. And I'm going to take you over to the cement factory and show you the signs over there too, and the mixers in real form. This is a miniature version that we stuck in the museum in his honor. Lars Monson with another $50. Holy moly. Wow. Thank you so much, Lars.
I like your little tribute. That's awesome.
Well, do you like that? Oh yeah. So here, before we go over to see the cement factory signs, now that it's concrete factory. That's going to take me forever to get used to. Let me jump into the list, and you'll notice that on the factories list, it's now labeled as PJev's Concrete instead of Lafarge Cement. One thing I wanted to show you guys is a new Pleasant Valley Museum sign, and I'm going to fast forward time because it actually looks better at night than it does in the day. But we put a new sign for the museum right out by the road in front of the museum, and I'm going to fast forward because it's almost nighttime anyway. We'll start a new day. So how is everybody out there? And Copenhagen Long, thank you for the host. Who is Copenhagen Long that's hosting me already, and I've never even heard his name? But thank you so much.
He's been on before.
Oh, I'm sure he might have been around. It's hard to keep track of everybody. The crowd's getting so big. But I really thank you for the host, and thank you for whatever you call your streaming me, Viper. And everybody.
The stream within a stream.
The stream within a stream. So while we're waiting for the nighttime to come, just a reminder, and I apologize first for missing my last show that was scheduled. I actually forgot I had it scheduled. Yeah, that is a very generous, awesome donation by Lars there. Very much appreciated. You guys are incredible. All right, so we're coming up on crunch time week. Lots to get done. Most of it's done. We're still tweaking a few little things, as you will find if you were watching Viper stream this week. A couple little things. A lot more markers in the map for the help system. But coming up next week, well, we're going to be doing a Sunday broadcast again at 4 p.m. Eastern Time for those of you. And it'll be just pretty much farming and showing you around the map as it is. Because we're really getting... who knows what else we'll have done by then, but there's not a lot left to put in the map. So that will be the Sunday broadcast. Then we go with Tutorial Tuesday. Starting at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, we are doing a 6-hour... Usually, it might not take all 6... but it's usually 3 hours offline tutorial as you start the game, and then we'll do a little bit on the server after that for the second half of it, and show you a game that's already in progress and show you where things are done and see if we can point out anything to help you guys. Let me speed up the time a little more. I didn't realize I wasn't all the way up there. And so that's Tutorial Tuesday, and that's a great video series that we put up for anybody that has questions. They'll be able to go, but I don't even know if it's necessary because S7 Davis has done an amazing job on the PDF file. So you guys, it's literally way more than I would ever do, with 90 some odd pages of information that is all in. There's the light is on at the museum, but all the information that is he could possibly think, more than I even would have thought of, is in the PDF this time, and it's all categorized in the table of contents for you to find easily if you have any questions about anything. So thank you so much for that, S7. And I do have one issue we'll discuss with you later, but yeah, it's minor, very minor. I'm going to have you make one simple change that I know of and include the links in it, because for some reason it's not opening up in my Open Office correctly, which is, I don't have Microsoft Word. It's missing the fonts, so we'll figure it out. But it's very minor stuff that needs to be tweaked. So I'll get that out to you, and he's probably not listening anyway. But there you go with our Pleasant Valley Museum sign. He wrote a book, and I wanted to ask him if he's going to have that in hardcover as well. Because we could certainly use or maybe we can get it at least spiral bound or something, and we could sell it as a paper copy in the donation store. Yeah, it's a manual, but it's all inclusive. That's all I could say. If you have any questions on the map when you get it, the answers are in there. So hopefully all the answers will be in there, but it's amazing. And I'm driving over to the new cement factory at dark. Concrete factory, God. So we don't make cement anymore, we make concrete. Other things while I'm driving, everybody crazy, and it actually shows up pretty good at night. I've been changing the text as I've been doing the translations, so things make a little more sense to us here in the US, as far as things like show the crumpled cultures on the field now says wheels damage crops on the field is off. Simple change, but there was another thing that was on here that we currently aren't used, the garbage, so I put not used in the menu rather than show the garbage. Just little changes in the menu system to help you. So show promptings changed to show help promptings so they can be turned on and off. And you will find several more help promptings around the map, and we'll pull up and show you just what a help prompting is by going over here by this one as we pass by the water tower. And let me get rid of that F1 menu so you can read it. So that's a help prompting. Pops up. You can fill your tankers with water here. Water must first be pumped at the Culligan plant to fill water towers. So yeah, if you're first starting out, it warns you that you got to pump the water at the Culligan. And when you're done with all the help promptings as before, if they get annoying and you know everything, just turn them off with the off button. Or turn them on when you need them to see if they're there. But you'll see many, many more of those popped up on the map. Thernadad is in the house. Hey, welcome back, Thernadad. I hope you aren't too pissed at me. But it's nothing personal with the current mumble block on everybody. Don't take it personally. It's just that we're keeping it to the crew we have that's been here while we finish this up. And I hope you've been following the broadcast. I hope everything's well with you. If you have been following the broadcast, we have a whole floor in your honor at the museum. Let's see what else we got. Oh, so we're going over, and it's almost daylight, so that's good. We're heading over to the new concrete factory just to show you some new signs. It's not a new concrete factory, actually, just renamed. And there is the sign. And I hope you liked the way it came out. Oh, my headlights are kind of blurring it a little bit on the truck here. With daylight coming. But there you go. I hope you like the new concrete factory signs. It's looking good. And the mixers. There's some mixers in there too. Is it open yet? It's not open till 8 o'clock. We'll have to sit here for another half hour. Yeah, I think it came out pretty good. I took some time and redid the signs and changed it over to concrete with the better than cement logo. I hope you guys like it. There we go. We can get inside. So all the concrete mixers as well have been re-skinned. That's all. But definitely, there you go. The one with cement, concrete in it. Oh my God. That's the next test. How many times will I call it cement now that it's concrete? But there you go. So, thank you so much for your continued support, Pukes. It's amazing. Oh, let's see. What else do we have that's new before we get into actually spending some money? That we ran the fair this week, so you can see my server account has a crap load of money in it that I can spend, and we need some extra equipment, so I'm going to be buying some stuff and testing a couple things out. But I believe Big Daddy did another update for us, if I can find it. Where is all the... Oh, they're 9. Perfect. Let's see. Let's turn one menu off and put this one on. And if you notice on the fair, we always had the problem with the ferries having a little extra product in them and you weren't able to offload them right away. Like this one currently that has 26,000 stone left. So the kind of rendered the ferry useless if we couldn't get rid of the stone unless we had a place to put stone. But now we have the X key type description, and all you got to do is hit the X to empty. And I think it will instantly empty. There you go. So that's a new feature. It'll come in really handy as you guys are moving stuff. Just don't hit it accidentally when you have 500,000 of something you really needed in there.
You know somebody's going to do that.
Oh, it'll happen. Who's going to be the first? I'm betting on you.
Probably will.
The good news is you can hit X again and it'll stop unloading.
If you start unloading? Yeah, but it goes fast. That's for sure.
It does. You can slow it down if need be, but...
Cool. So we have the ferry up and running with the X key. And the next thing, oh yeah, so we were going through the schedule. My mind is so scattered. I go different ways. So Tuesday is Tutorial Tuesday. Thursday will be Mod Release Thursday, and we're going to have a show on Thursday. What time did I have that? I don't even remember the time. Check our forums for an updated time. I think it's going to be around 8 or 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, I think you got 8.
8 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're just going to go give out the links to the mods so that everybody can get them ahead of time before the map release, and give you a couple days to get them ready. And that's Mod Release Thursday. Also during that show we will just do a review of the mods for as long as it takes and show you what's in the packages and what's essential to have, as well as what is extras, which we have quite a few extras. During testing this week, we came across one other issue, and it's a sad one. I'm going to cry, but there's no way around it. Look at all the boats are built. Nice job. You did them all yesterday, and they're all built today.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if it did to get built yet.
Yep, they're built. So anyway, the one issue is the bale building that stores bales does not accept the bales from the Krone Ultima baler. KW is in the house. Hey KW, how's it going? The folder is already in place for PV Rivers. I'm glad you have yours. But yeah, I got to get the folders in place so we can get S7 some links, and then I'll fill them up at the last minute. I'll be doing that this week as well as we're finishing up. So much to finish up, so little time, but it's really little things. So we'll get there. No worries. We'll have a map release for you. It might not be as good as you expect. No, it'll be fine. But yeah, nothing I could do about that mod's not working. I think I just grounded the ferry here. Okay, well that ferry's stuck for the time being. I did a Viper. Anyhow, I really didn't have anywhere to go anyway. So we'll shut that off for now. As Seven Davis pointed out, that there's a helicopter mod that's out there. I tested it out. It's actually on modhub.us today. It works great, but it does not work on servers. But it's pretty cool, so you might want to check that out if you want to do single player and fly it around. Anyhow, the big release date is Saturday the 18th, the day before Father's Day. I didn't realize it was so close to Father's Day. But here's what we have for you on release day. We have a 12-hour broadcast from noon Eastern Time till midnight Eastern Time. It's a multi-stream broadcast with at least 3 of us, myself, Big Daddy, and Viper 278. And I can tell you that Viper and I combined have collected over $1,200 in prizes that we'll be giving out on the 2 streams. I've got a whole lineup of gift cards for everybody, and I could actually tell you right now what my current prize fund is consisting of. I have 2 $20 Amazon gift cards. And I have 12 prizes, so I have one for every hour. There's Pukes with another $50. Thank you so much, P-Jevs, for the $50 donation. You're incredible. That's all I can say. And you're very much welcome for the signs and the work I put into it. You paid for it. Anything I could do, that's awesome. It's incredible. The generosity has been incredible. Now I'm lost again. But back to the show. As I'm buying my big front loader, because I have the money finally, I want to test a couple things. The Caterpillar. See if it even fits in the mine. We haven't even used this on the server yet. And it's on the server, so I can't just teleport it down there like I did last week. So the broadcast, noon to midnight. And I think what Viper's going to try to do is match on the half hour the prizes. Is that correct, Viper?
Yeah.
So I will be giving away prizes on the hour, and he will be giving prizes away on the half hour. For the entire 12-hour stream, every half hour there will be prizes. You're going to need to save your farming points or whatever points. My solid-state drive Lamillo is on its way, that's all I could say. It's in the mail, along with 16 gigs of RAM. So thank you very much for the donations. That is coming this week. It said Saturday when I last checked the tracking, which would be tomorrow, but then I checked it again just before the stream, and now it says Tuesday. It actually left this week. You gotta love FedEx. It left the location that it ended up at the end of the day. So it was in Indiana at the beginning of the day, and then it went to Thernadad with a $25 donation. Oh my gosh, Thernadad's back in the house. Glad to see you, Thernadad, and thank you so much for the $25 donation. And we've got a lot of sign work to do in the museum this week, but it's all worth it. Anyhow, where was I? Every time I get a donation, you guys just trying to throw me off here. So yes, 12 hours of prizes every half hour. I have so far 2 $20 Amazon gift cards, 2 $25 gift cards, GYFT, if you want to know what they can be used for. They're basically used for purchasing gift cards of your choice. The link is down below there on my stream. You can check out those $25 gift cards, and they basically can be turned in for many other types of gift cards. 3 $20 Steam wallet code gift cards, 4 $50 Steam wallet code gift cards, and the final prize at midnight will be, and if we may even go past midnight, who knows what's going to happen. I'll probably be dead by then, but if we go past it, we might have more prizes. We shall see. But the final one that's scheduled for midnight is a $250 gift card, GYFT card, and you can purchase gift cards to Amazon.com through there. You can purchase them to Home Depot or Xbox Live, or just so many choices. It's unending. Burger King, you want $250 worth of Burger King food, you'll be able to get it. Your choice. There's I think there's hundreds of places. And what is Bacon Warrior? I think, yeah, he's Santa Claus. He's not from the North Pole, though. So
that's his summer residence. When he's not working.
Incredible. But yeah, so we've got lots and lots of great prizes for that, and I'm sure we're going to add some to it. And I don't know, Thernadad, donation war on, he says. Hey, I don't mind donation wars. Anybody want to compete? I am all for donation wars. $75 from Thernadad. Thank you so much, Thernadad. Incredible. Another donation from Thernadad. Oh boy. You guys have been over generous. Right, so back to where I was. And I don't know, did you have a list, Viper, of what you got yet, or are you just going to wing it?
I'm holding my cards secretly.
He's holding his cards secretly, but I will say that he's definitely going to be right there. So you're going to have a multi-stream link, and I think that we'll post that up real early on so you guys can watch them all. Yeah, I don't even know where I'm driving. I'm supposed to be going to Gravel Pit, and I went back to the concrete factory with this thing. So, yeah. The pockets are not deep enough to compete with the big boys. That's funny. Okay, so it's going to be an awesome day. What started out last year with the release of version 2.2 of Pleasant Valley was fun, a lot of fun. We gave away a lot of prizes but nowhere near as much as this time. And it was super fun. I mean, literally, I think we took in last time we just kept taking in donations and giving out more prizes for a long time. But it started out as just we want to be here for that first 12 hours as you guys get the map, so that you have questions. We'll be here to. Oh my gosh. You guys stop it. Pukes with another $80 donation. Oh man. I don't know what to say. I really just don't have a clue, but we're going to have to add some more prizes for next week, that's for sure. So I'm going to have to I might have to either run a couple hours. I might have to do 2 an hour. You might have to do one on every 15 on the quarter hour by the time I'm done there, Viper.
I was almost thinking that. I said, let's keep up this way.
Oh my gosh. Now we'll have tons of prizes. It's going to be great, but we want to be here for you guys. So if you run into problems, we're live. You can try to play the game and listen to the stream and ask questions if you have them while we're going, and we'll be here to teach you or show you if we can for that 12-hour time period. That's the whole point behind it. One of the things I wanted to do with this thing is I don't think the shovel is collisionable on this one, so I don't think we can pick up the stones, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to test it. Also, Bacon Warrior's been doing some offline testing this week and finding some cool things out and errors and fixes. Got to thank him for all his hard work. Thernadad, you guys, stop it. Thernadad with $100 donation. Whose wallet's going to run dry first? I can't believe you guys. Unreal. What is that already today? 400 and... I can't even read the screen. It's too small on my end. But it's over 400.
Okay, I said, okay, there it goes. 405.
405. You guys are awesome. Unreal. Oh, they're moving, but I don't know if it's collisionable. I moved the stones with it, sorta. I've thought that with the bigger bucket, I might be able to carry 20 at a time. So we're working. Bacon Warrior's got some ideas for some competitions that we're going to be trying to do. Oh yeah, you can pick up stones. Well, they're falling out. They're falling out through the sides of the bucket. So I guess the bucket on its very edges is non-collisionable. So yeah, they're falling out. Oh well, we'll use the other one. It was a good try. So you can get through doorways or whatever. People do things like that. But it is a good sized bucket.
That looks different than the one you had before.
No, this is the the 994.
Yeah, but the bucket, it looks different than it did before. I thought it had a square face on it.
Yeah, I did too, but it didn't, I guess. Because we didn't change anything.
Okay.
Oh my lord, you guys. Anybody else want to join in and give these guys a break? It would be really nice. Pukes with another $105 donation. I just don't even know what to say at this point. The generosity has been amazing, and I don't even think I'm deserving. You guys, it's incredible. And Oh my lord. Okay, so, yeah. I might have to end the broadcast early, so the donations stop going. No, it's really been amazing. Your turn now, Thernadan. Oh no, don't do it. Yeah, really. Oh yes, KW, 10,000 points, 100,000, whatever it is. I don't even know. It doesn't matter. Give those guys some points. All right. So this did not exactly do what I wanted to do. But one of the things Bacon Warrior has found out is that if you preload extra stones into the factory over there, the stone processing facility, let me switch to the other loader if I can find it. They will sit in the hopper until it has enough space to take the next stone. So you can actually fill up the factory and then oh my lord, not again.
Overload it.
Yeah, you can overload it. I'm watching
That's a good thing.
You can overload it. So if you put an extra 500, their stones are 25,000 each. You know, you could probably fit another 5 or 10 in the hopper. $125 again from Thernadan. Troll Arky has followed. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Thernadan, again for your donation. I'm gonna have to, oh my gosh, add all this up later. I'm gonna be working on that for the next 3 days, figuring out exactly the totals that everybody has. Trollarchy! Oh, thank you so much for the follow. And you joined just in time to watch the donation war. So anyhow, I'm gonna get the little loader here. I'm gonna leave a lot of stuff running on the server, Dan. Or sure you can take care of that for me later on. All right, over to the cat 980. So anyhow, we're trying to think of some ideas for the big stream. If anybody has any kind of fun competitions, we'll probably have a go-kart race between a couple of us. Yes, Thernadan also added days to the website. Thank you so much, Thernadan, for that as well. Pukes with $130 donation. I can't take it anymore. I really don't know what to say, you guys. Unbelievable. Another 130 from Pukes. Incredible. Oh, man. I just have no idea what to say at this point. I do know that I'm going to grab some stones over here and get them over to the donation. Yeah, the donation area. I'm going to drop them in the donation area. So where was I? Oh, competitions. Bacon Warrior was saying he wants us to do a competition, Viper, where we have to haul a cartload of stones around the map. Like 20 stones in that black tipper?
Yeah.
And for every one that you leave behind, we get a time penalty added onto our score.
Okay, that sounds good.
We might have quite the competition. That sounds like a good one.
Be good for loading, fastest loader.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard to do 20 because that's all you get is 20.
Yeah, it's about a full load, and if you don't drive carefully, as we know you and I don't drive carefully, you lose some.
Yeah, you will.
So you're gonna have to make the choice. Do you stop and try to get them back in, or it depends where you are, I guess, if there's a loader around. or leave it behind. But yeah, there could be stones all over the map after that, especially with the Invisitrain,
Hmm.
which we've also been thinking of. After this map is released, by no means is it done, and I am going to take a portion of tonight's donations to introduce to you. Hey, look at Stone's processing facility takes large stones from the mines like these and turns them into usable products like I am. So there we go. But a portion of tonight's proceeds, if I can get it to work correctly, I'm going to do a new, after the map release, a new tutorial. And this is something that I just thought up this week. If everything works, I got to test it, so don't hold me to this, but I really want to do it. And what this tutorial will hopefully do is show you guys how to make map add-ons for your map. Specifically, I'm going to show you how to make a map add-on for my Pleasant Valley Rivers map. And you can use the skills you learn for other maps as well. So here's the deal. There's a lot of stuff that people always like to see in maps that I just didn't have the time to get in here. And I would love to see what you guys come up with as add-ons, and I think we're going to hold a contest if we can do the tutorial series and get you guys making your own map add-ons, and we'll give you the stuff you need to do it for this map, and then give out a prize. Let our users vote on the final map add-ons. We'll do like another stream show of the add-ons and let our users vote on the add-ons live, and then give out a nice prize for the best add-on for the map. But if we can get a few people to create some add-ons, it would be kind of cool. I think, we'll give you a reasonable amount of time, because trust me, I know this works. So it'll probably be a month to create an add-on for the map. We'll give people a month after the broadcast to create an add-on, and then see if we can get a winner. I hope you guys like that idea. Oh, you guys. Incredible. I'm missing half the chat as I'm talking. Just remember that. I can't watch chat, drive, and talk at the same time. War is temporarily over unless someone else wants in 250 limit for one day. Hey, 250 is way, way, way generous. Unbelievable. And you guys have been incredible. That's all I can say. Yeah, bad touch needs to pick up. No, you guys, you know what? Even the smallest donation makes a huge difference. The big ones are obviously incredible, but don't feel... I'm in the position where I have never donated to anybody else's stream. I'm going to have to change that pretty soon, because you guys are giving me such a... but everything I've made on this stream from you guys is the income I have had in the past few years. So I know what it's like to be on the bottom end and not be able to afford the littlest things. I do put a lot back into the map making stuff and my PC system, because it has helped. You guys have helped me do that, and hopefully I can continue to keep creating you guys. I think it's my responsibility to keep creating you guys some good stuff, number one. And number two, the extra. I mean, I've been able to do things like give my daughter a graduation present this year that I just wouldn't have been able to do without you guys. Graduated from college. So, yeah, it's been amazing, but don't feel bad if your pockets are empty like mine. It's quite alright. Just having you guys here watching the broadcast is incredible. My pockets used to be empty. Finally, I have a little bit in them, so it's been great. And I try to give back as well. So, yeah, I know what it's like to be from no money. Trust me. And you are not thought of any less by the size of your donation. Now the size of something else might be a different story. No. I'm trying to get more stones. So, is there anything else that I did this week? If you guys have been following the Trello board, you probably know better than me because it's all little stuff. Translations. I'm telling you, I spent 6 hours trying to translate all the menu stuff. I'm not done yet, but we'll have most of it done in both French and German if there's any French or German speakers using the map for the first release here. I'm missing on the bottom to click follow. Yeah, there's a follow button down there. Follow is the best donation ever. Empty pockets. Now, when you compare it to a, I'm not saying that my pockets are empty anymore by any means, but when you compare it to a salary, I'm living in my sister's basement because I can't afford rent on a place, for crying out. Trying to make some changes there, but with my disability and them not giving me money yet, it's kind of difficult. So, yeah. If you compare what you guys have donated, which is absolutely incredible, it's probably about close to $6,000 now, maybe even more than that in the past 2 years. That's my income, $6,000, and I've given back probably $3,000 of it. So that is my income, and when you compare that to a full-time job, $3,000 a year isn't going to get you much, but it is getting me what I need because my sister is helping me out with what until I can get my situation cleared up. She's been paying my way, and I've been just trying to. Every little bit helps. So, yeah. Oh yeah, they've been incredible. Yep. Half your disability goes to rent alone. I'm fortunate that I have a room and support, family support through this, but yeah. That extra has really made a huge difference. Definitely. I'm gonna try to overfill this darn bunk thing. Let's see how we're doing here. We have to go to stone processing facility, and we are full of 2 products, and the gypsum is being created. Henrik 22, thanks for the follow. Let's see, we have 24. Well, we're halfway full. Getting closer. Does my sister realize, Trollark, what a big influence I have on this? I don't think I realize the influence I have on this game. It's just, I mean, I know it's been downloaded, and I got a great crew out there of followers. It's great, but yeah, I guess I don't. You know, she knows because I help out now with my own groceries. Now that I have money coming in on a regular, steady basis. So yeah, she does know that, obviously from your guys' contributions, that I'm doing something right over here, I guess. I would suggest using Chorus Player to follow. If you're going to play single player, it's got a little bit of work to do. It all depends. But yeah, most single players are going to use Chorus Player follow me. I can't get these stones up. Why are they not going in my shovel? I'm having difficulty.
Because that little area right there is not even in the part of the shovel because it's too wide. Hits a little mound and it lifts the whole thing up.
Yeah, we got 2 of them.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
You need, well, you know what? It's made that way because it has to slope down in order to stop the flow of the stones. So it's just the way it is. Otherwise, if it's not sloped down, stones will just keep rolling out.
No, the slope is fine. It's the jagged, the terrain where it slopes down into, not into, but as it's coming down, you do have some ridges higher than other places. That's
yeah.
That's shorter than your bucket, so it kind of lifts one side of the bucket up over it.
I see.
Keeps
It
that one
is.
from
It can be
falling out.
tough. Yep. Yeah, there we go. I got 3, 4, 5. It's work, but they're 25,000 each.
4 is about the average you get in a 3 and 4. I'm
going this load with 3. You need auto load. Actually, Dave's map equals crack for farm sim players. She thinks I'm dealing drugs on the low key. Yeah, you never know. She doesn't watch my broadcasts. I don't think anybody in my family watches my broadcasts other than my daughter has. And she's been here. And my nephew has watched some, but he's just trying to get points because he knows there's drawings coming up. He could care less about Farm Sim. I don't even think he's watching now. I think after the one time he watched, he gave up on me. Farm Sim, it's an acquired taste. And it helps to have a good map. Viper's Pit. Smooth the ridges, yep. Star 1 for stone. Oh, come on, guys. This is the fastest way that you can move 75,000 in stone. Think about it. That's 2 tippers with just the 3 stones.
Yeah, I don't think you need. I don't think you need a auto load.
No. Yeah, I don't know if
I
you
can
can
make it happen.
You could put an auto load script in the bucket of the Cat 980.
Oh no, I can add it to the script of my trailer.
Oh, you
That
could
way
add
go
it to your trail,
50
yeah.
motors.
How do you get the points? You get points, Triker Star, just by being here. Just by following, you get a lot. And just click the follow button, you get 10,000 now. We've got a lot of points giving out. As we approach, you're making probably, I think, about over 5,000 an hour. And at the end of the stream, usually KW pops in and gives everybody an additional 10,000. And save them up. We'll make sure that everybody on the final day of the map release has enough points to get in the drawing every hour. So if the drawing for that hour is 5,000 points, because there's going to be a lot of points used up, but then we'll make sure that everybody gets a 5,000 bonus before the drawing. But every minute you view, and you can also wager your points by doing !farm. It is a gamble. You might lose them all. But !farm, get in the farming game, space it out with a space, and then up to 20,000. You can gamble up to 20,000 of your farming points with your... Yeah, that is a tough spot right there. Somebody fix this map, would ya? I'm tired of doing it. No. So yeah, we're going to do the map extension show, and then we're going to work on finishing up. After this map, we're going to work on, which it should be a very short series, I'm going to work on finishing up the Olympic Stadium so we can have some farming competitions between all the streamers. I'm going to do a tour around streams as well and drop in if you're streaming Farm Simulator with the Pleasant Valley Rivers map. I'm going to drop in on you unexpectedly unless you want to schedule something. And we'll answer questions for your streamers. If you want to have me at a certain time, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll drop in unexpectedly and we'll get that done. We'll take some time to do that, as well as a few more broadcasts of just playing the map until we get going on the next big projects. And I say projects because there's a few of them I have. We'll see what we can do. Anybody has any questions or anything specific that they wanted to see tonight, just let me know. We're going to end in probably about an hour and pass it over to Big Daddy's show with the mod thing he has for us. Some mod surprise that even I'm not sure what it is.
Yep, I'll be real quick. I won't take that long. Hopefully within 15 minutes, a half hour, I'll be done. But it's a work in progress, and I plan on wrapping it up and getting it out.
Good question, Lars. Anybody that was in the racetrack with the streamer logos is going into the streamer room as well, if I know they're still streaming Farm Sim. There are a few people I would love to see in there, and I might make generic ones like Chetty. If you have a logo, square 512 by 512 kilobyte or 1024 by 1024 or whatever, just make a square logo for your stream. I'll put you in there. I can size it up myself. PNG, DD. I can also change the file format. So just get a logo if you want to get in there. Chetty on the. I don't even think he's here, is he? It's alphabetical, and I don't see him. But anybody else that's streaming or planning on streaming the map that wasn't in the Speedway, that's another thing I got to update this week. If I have your sign and it doesn't need to be changed, then it will go in there. If I don't, then you need to get it to me, because I got so much work to do in the next few days that I don't think I can design all the signs that I'm missing from streamers. But we'll try to get you on in there, and if you can't make it this time, we'll get you in the next. We can always put you in the museum. Chances are there will be a 1.1 or 1.2 update after you guys get a hold of it and find a few little fixes that need to be done. There always has been in the past. I don't think I've been that thorough that we didn't miss anything. But definitely would love to have everybody that plans on streaming or streams the map to have recognition of their live stream in the museum, in the media room that is yet to be created. But yeah, if there's no changes, I'm gonna just put what's on the Speedway in there, and then if you want something different or you're new and you weren't in the Speedway on the last map, you need to get me something, or at least notify me. When I release the map, would I like Viper and others to help release the map? And the question is, define help.
I think what he's talking about is what we talked about last night.
The file sharing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I thought about that, and I don't think it's going to be a problem through Dropbox, everybody getting it, especially breaking up the downloads into the two nights. But the problem with that would be, as I talked to Viper, if I had other people set up, you can do it. I have no problem with you on your stream, especially the streamers that grab the mods and putting up a link for their streams for people to get them. But I cannot keep them updated. If I have my link, it will be the updated link. I can't update super amount of links every time.
Right, no, I think you could do multiple at once, and then after your initial release, take down all the ones and just edit your post to only show the one link you want to keep updated.
That would be fine too. That would be fine if we want to do that.
You can always, like I said, do a post with links, and you put 20 links, and then after the release day, the next day, take them all down and just leave the one up that you have that you're going to monitor and update. Yeah, we can try to get multiple links for the release day. Do you think it's going to be seriously? Do you think there's that many people that want this map? Well, they have different formats. I think have Dropbox, have OneDrive, have Google. Yeah, Drive, there might be a problem with one or the other. So yeah, we'll try to. Yeah. I have Google Drive and I have cloud storage. I don't know if you can link from that. Can you?
Yeah.
And then I've got.
iCloud or something.
Yeah, iCloud, and then I got the. So I can get a few. We'll get a few links for the release day. We'll make a list of links for release day. But like you said, the main link, all of them will be taken down after the release of the map. We'll give it about a week till our next broadcast, or we'll leave them up until there's a change made. Then everything else is going to go, and there will be just the one on my site for updating after that. Because I can't go around.
Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. A lot of people have Dropbox, but they're maybe half full or whatever.
Right.
And then you won't be able to download your map into Dropbox, but you'll have, either OneDrive. I have all three. There's also Box. There's all different.
Well, you can
but
download
I
and
just
not
do the top three.
right, but you can download and not save to Dropbox. You can save it right to your computer, so that won't be a problem if their Dropboxes are full.
Or just create a new Dropbox just for the Rivers map, to be honest with you. I have numerous ones.
You can have multiple ones?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just use a different email address to go through Gmail.
I was contemplating something, but I don't know how it would work out. So, here's what I was contemplating. A special folder that gives people access to one that I can update, like live updates. If I have small things that need to be tweaked, they can get the latest, as long as I make sure they're not game-breaking updates, that's for sure, before I do it. But I was thinking about like a specific folder where people could register possibly, or automatically include all the donors' access to, where if they chose to, they could link their game directly to it, and if I have updates or new mods to drop into it, we can make them available, So they get stuff right up to date, like we do for the server, but it's a thought. I've toyed about back and forth in my mind. Can we do it?
Well, you would have to manage your access, so you'd have to put
Everybody would be on view only, but they would have,
right.
just like everybody on this server except for the ones that do the mod editing, view access, but you'd get the file updates right away.
Okay.
And you could check and see what's been changed in your Dropbox. You might find a new mod that we've worked on afterwards, or a tiny fix on something. You'll be able to get them right away, especially like if there's a simple fix for a mod. It would be super handy because we work on them, we get them ready, and then we give you the links on Friday. But sometimes they only take 2 minutes and it's up there and it's ready, and I could set up a special place where people can get the latest updates as they're done, and we can have people, we can give out that access as well. I think it would be a pretty cool thing. I don't know, we might have to do I think we might do a test run with a small group of people first.
Like I say, you'd have to put everybody's email address in to keep it synced.
Exactly. We'd have to have them register for it. That's the only way they could do it. So we might do a limited registration period and see how many people want that kind of access to updates.
Did you ever have a count of how many people downloaded your TV series?
I did until we went to Dropbox, because Dropbox doesn't do a count.
I didn't do a count.
But it was over 50,000 before I switched to It's kind of funny to see, but you know what the funny part about that is, how many people have downloaded it with the updates and because I kept the same link. So some people downloaded it multiple times, some people had problems and tried multiple times. So it's not going to, but that was a while ago, before we even switched it to Dropbox, which was the release of 2.2. I really have no idea, because that whole thing was in the Dropbox, I believe. The only thing that wasn't was the PDF file was on another host, and that thing was downloaded 1,000,000 times. So somebody must read it. That had more downloads than the other. But yeah, it's kind of hard to track. I know there's people out there though. They're downloading it. There's also the question: do we go for other sites? I think we can always go on ModHub US, because they're not very discriminative. They'll put anything up there. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to go there, and they'll put it up there if they find out about it.
Did you read Big Daddy's post?
What did Big Daddy say? We can put the files on Rivers on 500, 5.25 floppy disks, or 300. That's funny. And maybe we can do that, yeah. No. Actually,
No, better yet, the 8-inch floppies or 8-inch hard discs.
8-inch
That's the
floppy
originals.
disks. I have a story about that. I always have stories. Here's an interesting story for you. I used to have a website that was actually more popular than my farming sim mods years ago. I literally was getting over 100,000 hits a day on a website. I was so popular that the developers of the software gave me their updates for free so I can mod for it and so I can keep my website. They gave me prizes of their software to give away for free. And they also, I set up chats with the developers and they would show up on the day and I moderated chat hosting. This was years ago. So that was for a program that was an artificial life simulation, Aquazone Desktop Light, where you could breed fish and guppies. I know it's kind of crazy. But if you've heard of that program, I had Zone 1, a website that still sometimes you can find dead links to out there on the web if you Googled it. But anyhow, what reminded me of that is I did try the old send me money and I'll send you a copy on disk with that software of my mods of everything that I had. And most of the time I was just converting the mods from Japanese to English because it was released in Japan first. But I started doing that and I put it, it was way back when, remember I told you, Viper, last night, my first CD writer was a 1x speed and it cost me like $1,000.
Right.
Well, I put that up on my website that anybody that sent me $25, I think it was, I would send them a copy of the CD. Not thinking that I would get a lot of people doing it. In the first week, I had over 200 people. And I'm working on a CD drive that has, what was it, like one CD it recorded every 45 minutes? It got way out of hand. I actually I sent a lot of checks back because I couldn't fill the orders, and I canceled it.
Wow.
Had to do it. Because at the time that drive cost $1,000, a multi-CD duplicator was like in the 40,000. So yeah, even though it was popular, there was no way I was going to buy more drives. I don't think I got enough stones to fill this up. Oh yeah, we got extras in there. That's all I wanted to see. So you can see the stones are floating down there. They're extras. They're going to be saved for later. When it needs them, it will take them. You have a 30 baud acoustic modem. 32 gig flash drives are $7.99. Yeah, we were having that discussion last night. Computer equipment and the prices that you've paid in the past for ridiculous, you know. And the memory. Look at Commodore 64, 64K. Come on, look what they did with it. That's the amazing part, you know.
Yeah.
That still baffles me. What they did with that 64K of RAM.
Even the VIC-20 was 17K or
Oh yeah,
just under 20.
my very first computer was a Timex Sinclair 1000. It came standard with 2K RAM, upgradable to 16K. And if anybody knows what a K is, it's like not even a small piece of a megabyte. There's 1024K in a megabyte, and here we're working with a Commodore 64K, or the VIC-20 with 17. That's just ridiculous. Then I moved up to the Commodore Amiga, and I think you said you also had one.
No, I did the 128. I didn't go to the Amiga because they kind of got pushed away and PC kind of took over. So.
Oh, see,
I went with the IBM
I went with the Commodore Amiga, and I bought a 512 megabyte hard drive for that for $800. Yeah, how times have changed. Let's see, what else do we need done around here?
Lonnie RC has a question on my stream. Are you thinking about doing a 1X or the 16? Or actually a smaller map, basically.
Oh, let's see, that's funny.
I know we talked about it a couple times. And
you have one question. Yep, alright, first I'll answer that question. I'll get to yours on Dead Phantom in a second. I am planning on, with the release coming up, I think, here's the schedule. We obviously got to take a little bit of a break just to recharge, but we're going to be doing stuff, you know. We're going to have to do some updates to this I still have some things I might do for this, for like the 1.1 or 1.2 update down the road, as long as it's not game changing and you can keep playing on your save game. That's the plan. We're not going to make anything that will ruin your save game, but with those add-on packs, who knows, if that doesn't go, I'll have to make my own. But I'm hoping that these guys want to earn some money and make their own add-ons. So we're going to stick around here. At the same time, I'm going to do that broadcast of tutorial on how to do the add-on packs, and probably make one of our own at the same time, you know. Those can be added into the map without any other things going on. Here I am just driving away from the gravel pit with the loader. Second thing is, like I said, I think it's going to be no more than 5 or 6 weeks to finish up the stadium, the Olympic Stadium map, which I think would be cool because we can get up to 8 single teams or 16 teams of 2 in farming competitions. And it's really not a lot of work, and it'll also be great tutorial for the UPK. As we finish that up, we'll do some map classes on how to do because everything in there is going to function on the UPK, but we're going to utilize it very differently with the hazards and traps that people can trigger on each other. So it'll be quite interesting to see what we could come up with there, and I think a lot of people will learn a lot about the different functions of the UPK kit as we're doing it. And because it's pretty much half done and just needs those extra few things put in, it should be a pretty quick finish up. Then we will finish out with a single size map and we'll see what we can get done. That is the plan. I hope that answered his question in full. But it will probably be released close to the time that the Farming Simulator 17 comes out. And I don't know, but you know what? I don't think that the content's going to, and this is going to actually, funny thing is, it's going to snowball right into the last question that Undead Phantom had, is with FS17 coming out later this year, do you foresee a long delay in converting PV rivers over? That is a great question, and here's the problem with that. We don't know what's going to be convertible at this point. If it's anything like going from 13 to 15, my map could not be converted from 13 to 15 at all because of the specialty scripts and the writers that made them. It's not just a map like a lot of people put out there with, you know, the basic stuff in it that people instantly create maps. You know, Marhu's going to have his animal barns if he's still around. They're going to be up. There will be. But when you get into the UPK kit, that's a 6-month development at least to get it started. I think he was almost a year before we could use the thing. I don't quote me on that, but it was a long time, at least, you know, before we could start utilizing that. So we start creating a map from new is usually the best way, and utilize the new stuff that the Farm Sim has, the next version. But if it is convertible, and it, you know, if all the scripts, that's the main thing. Normally they don't work from one version to the next, so you have to wait for all new script writers. And with this Russian script set and the UPK running 99.99% of the map, I don't foresee them working right off the box, and we'd have to rely on them to be updated. So we'll go on and we'll start creating anew, and if we can ever convert it over relatively easy, we'll do it, but don't count on it.
I think it would be a great idea, as opposed to once everybody gets rivers and starts concentrating, I think that'll carry them to FS17 release. I think it would be a cool idea is to concentrate on getting something in Unreal Engine.
I'm gonna do
in the
a little.
meantime.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that as well. So, so many things, so little time. We'll definitely start some Unreal Engine 4 and see what we can create over there. I'd love to do my own game, but I do realize that I'm not gonna leave the fans that have supported me in the dust over here on Farming Sim. You know.
It's not the dust. You're going to give them rivers, which will take them up to
Oh, yeah.
17 release, and who would want to map then for 15 when 17 is released?
Yeah, we'll be working on projects, but that will definitely take. We'll see. It's like I said, it's which way the wind's gonna blow. If things work out really well on Unreal Engine 4, we might have a farming game for you guys. We'll see how it goes, you know, or at least a good prototype that might. And Gustin Bana fan, thanks for the follow. Yeah, that would be my ultimate dream. Let's create our own farming game and screw the rest of them.
I agree. I'm all for it. Dude.
Because we have the ideas. We might not have the capability, but if we can learn it, you guys will get the ultimate farming game. You guys know what I'm about creating and what we would like to be able to do that we can't. So if we could find the right people, bring some extra people on board and start creating, which we already do have a heads up on, you know, I've done some stuff. I've been learning. So that would be really awesome. Yeah, that's a dream right there for sure.
Oh yeah, I love it. I'm all about it.
I do have to say too, if for you guys that are out there, and Putt81, Putte 81, thanks for the follow. If you've been looking around on the internet at the other competition, in quotes, Cattle and Crops has a new video out, which really looked pretty impressive, the last video. It all of a sudden starting to look like a game, you know?
I agree.
A lot of great. They're starting to show off the features that we really weren't. So check out cattleandcrops.com. And hello, Harvesterman 117. So cattleandcrops.com, they've got looking very promising, and that's what Giants needs is some competition. And
yeah.
Thank you so much there, Harvesterman. Glad you enjoy both the 2013 and 15 maps. And thank you for the follow as well. So on top of that, we also Farm Expert 2017, their latest video, and the release date is September, set for September for Farm Expert 2017. Check out their website too, their Facebook page. Their video was pretty impressive this time too, with the dirt physics, almost like spin tires like and stuff. Yeah. So if at anything, I'm glad that those guys are putting some heat on Giants, hopefully, when they come out with their version. There's Chetty. How you doing, Chetty? Welcome to the stream. And we mentioned you earlier. If you have a logo that you want in the museum for a streaming logo, send it on over to me through the forums, if you want to send it through the forums, or just somehow get a hold of me and get it to me, because I'd love to put it in a museum, but I don't have time to create one myself with all the stuff I got left to do. I don't know what I'm doing now. I was going to go do something. Does anybody want to see anything in particular? Because I'm going to just drive this, as I usually do, in circles until I actually do some farming. I go to my trusty pickup truck that I left running.
They show them the new fishing docks that we have
Oh.
not shown yet.
Yeah, the fishing docks are built. Maybe I can find some corn. Did you fill them yet or no? We need to test them.
No, because I only had time to get they were being built last night when I put all the wood in, so I didn't get to see the finished product.
Awesome. Then I will do it as soon as I shrink this train by about 2 cars.
Amateur.
I am an amateur. I don't play maps, I just build them. I've said that many times. I shrunk it a little bit too much, but that's okay. Yeah, I agree, Thernadab, but the ones that are coming up do look definitely much more promising than they have been. So, at least the videos, but you know, you can fake a lot of things in videos, so at least if we start our own game, we can make it look real good even though it doesn't function at all, and maybe attract attention. No, it'll be fun. There's a lot of things that need to learn, but we can get something going. The warehouse was a pain. Yeah. J Reedy 76, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you so much, and glad you're here. For all those new followers that have joined late and showed up, a reminder of why we're here, what we do. I am a map developer for Farming Sim 15 and soon to be 17. And my latest map, Pleasant Valley Rivers, will be released in a week, live here. We have 3 shows, well, 4 more shows coming up before the release. We'll do a show on Sunday. It's pretty much just hanging out with you guys and answering questions, and I'm going to the wrong place here because I can't do 2 things at once. And then, so that's Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Going to Tuesday, Tutorial Tuesday. We're going to give you a rundown on everything we can think of in the map, starting at 6 p.m. on Tuesday. And if you're new here, you'll get much better acquainted, or you can watch our past broadcasts on the YouTube channel by clicking the YouTube link, but you'll find out a lot more about the map during that broadcast, because we're going to try to cover everything. That's weird. I hit the button twice and I got corn anyway. It's like it knew what I wanted.
Actually, you should have enough with those 2 tippers, because I think it's
it should fill them all. And then Thursday, we're going to do the mod release, which we will release all the mods that are necessary for the map, as well as ones that we've made to complement the map very well. So that's Thursday at 6 p.m. And then Saturday, the map release will be here for all you guys. We will have a 12-hour broadcast starting at noon Eastern Time, running till midnight Eastern Time at least, and if I'm still awake at that point, we might go a little longer. We'll see how the broadcast goes. That way we'll be here to answer anybody's questions as they get the map. And then we'll also be doing giveaways in the amount of over $1,200 between... Thank you, J Reedy 76, for the $25 donation. Thank you so much. A new follower, new donation. That's incredible. Thank you so much. So yeah, we're going to be giving away $1,200 between Viper, Stream, and myself. We're both at least about $600 apiece. And after tonight, I'm sure mine's going to go up a little. We'll get a couple extra prizes. But we're just saying $600-ish. And then, I don't know, Big Daddy, you mentioned you might have a couple things as well.
Yeah, man. I'm working on getting some gifts together here, and we'll see how it goes. I definitely got some game code giveaways to go along with it, and we'll go from there. I'll give them away sporadically throughout the day.
All right, so you guys, that day, that Saturday, I hope you have it off. You might have to put off your anniversary or call in sick to work, because there's going to be for such a small community, Farming Sim, when you look at compared streamers, we're not big streamers here. We get our people. Some of them are, but and occasionally my map's featured on huge streams for a brief amount of time. But there's a core group of streamers out there that are constantly going, and we average 50 to 100 seems fair. We're going to be giving away prizes that total over $1,200 in that 12-hour period, and that is something you don't even often see on those streams that have thousands of viewers in that amount, you know? So it should be incredible. So you're going to want to be here. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, so we're going to, every half hour, there's going to be prizes given away, from Steam gift cards for wallet gift codes all the way up to gift.com gift cards where you can buy your own gift card. It's going to be a lot of fun. I enjoyed the last time we did it. I'm going to try to see if I can get my face rig buddy back up here for that one too. I need more light in the room. It wouldn't work. After the update, too dark. My camera won't recognize it. Oh, what the heck is this? No way. Turnadad donated $105 more and says, P. Jevs, want to split and get the other half. And we have XX Pro Epics XX. Thank you so much for the follow. And Turnadad, thank you so much for another donation. I thought that you hit your limit for the night, though. You were supposed to stop. Chetty82, thank you for the host as well. Tuning in late, but we got about another half hour to go here. And I'm going to take you down and show you the fishing docks now that they're all built. Basically how they work. If you haven't seen our last map, you pull up in front of the fishing dock. I believe it still works that way. Right? Is that how it works? Where's the trigger? It's been so long. Uh-oh. We have a malfunctioning dock? Oh, nope, there it is. Just a small trigger. There we go. So if you watch this, as I start filling, we send out a boat. And there goes the boat. And it's going to be fishing for approximately 8 hours worth of in-game time. When it comes back, we get to check its fish total by walking up on the deck of the boats. And we offload them. So it's kind of cool. We haven't used these yet. It's hard to believe it's the last thing we're doing. It's just so far away from the main farm, I think, that with everything else going on this map, it's like an afterthought. GTA Videos 22, thanks for the follow. Thank you so much to all the new followers and all the donators tonight. It's been really awesome. So you just got to back up to these docks and send out the boats and make sure that they don't collide with anybody. But I think there's 7 of them total. And when you come back down here, you'll make some really... There it is, the other half. Pukes with $105. Other half of what? Did we just hit 1,000? Is that what that was about?
Yes, sir.
Holy freaking moly. Unreal. What the heck? I don't know what to say. I really have no idea what to tell you guys. You guys have been incredible. $1,000 donations in one night. Who needs a day job now? I might have to stay on till...
That is your day job.
It is my day job, exactly. So there's your boats. We got 3 of them out there fishing. I did really want to, and that's what I'm talking... I wanted to do something and make the fish offloadable this time and bring them to a... We got to get the map out there, though, and that is a process that would take some more time, and maybe in one of the future updates we can make that so you can offload the fish and bring them to a hatchery or something. But yeah, unreal. Those donations, man. Unreal. That is incredible. Now, do we hear 2,000? No. Just kidding. That's an all-time high for one stream for me, that's for sure. I think the previous high was this year as well, with 690, I think it was. But yeah. Incredible, you guys. Thank you so much. So yeah, as I was saying, I wanted to do like a fish hatchery and stuff. We just run out of time. There's so many ideas that never make it, which is kind of good too, because we have them for the next map. And if you look, which is really cool, and I haven't done it lately, but if you go to our Trello board, which the link is down there, it tells you what we're working on, and it's shrinking down to a final few things that need to be done. But if you go to the Trello board and you look up on the left-hand side, we archived ideas that just couldn't make it for one reason or another. Either it wasn't polished, took too much time. And it's going to be fun just to look back and think of all the things that we had ideas that we wanted to do but couldn't make it. I thought there were more docks than those. Didn't we have more docks?
I found 7.
Were there any on this side of the river, or were they all on the other side?
Yeah, 2 of them right by where the river ends to go over the bridge. The other side of the port.
Other side of the port?
Yeah, the other. Yeah, go back. Go to you. Turn around. Do a 180.
Oh, really? Did I pass them?
Yeah, oh yeah.
See, I don't even remember where I put them. It's been so long.
Yeah, right at the edge of the city center. Go towards the water and just follow it.
You
You'll
did
behind some trees.
Thermidad and Pukes double teamed to get it to 1,000. You guys are incredible. Unreal. Unreal, I must say. Thank you so much. There, yeah. So it's on the other side of the port than where I am, stuck in between.
Oh yeah, you gotta go back over that bridge.
Oh man, I missed it altogether.
Oh yeah.
I don't even remember. Oh, they're right behind these warehouses, aren't they?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Ah, see, I hid them. I hid them on you. There's one. I see it. So, yes, you do have to build these docks first before you can send the boats. And then once they're built, you can send them off. And I put mud around them. That was like a cruel joke.
Yeah. But luckily the truck didn't get stuck.
Yeah, actually, you got to work around the mud. That's all. Come on, back it up. Don't want to. I'm gonna end up in the water. It's amazing. I don't think I'm gonna need more than one tipper here. Full of corn. Oh well, that one just emptied. So, oh no. Oh no. I opened my mouth and now I'm stuck in the mud.
I went through it last night. I got through it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta shake loose that tipper. We're working on it. A little bouncy in the tires. I don't mind if I lose the one behind me. I'm trying to get out of this mud. Yeah, you don't want to reset vehicles on this map either because there's a penalty if you can help it. But we do have money if we need to reset them. But I'm working it out. A little extra time. And somebody said, oh yeah, who was that? Bacon Warriors says, I think it was Throsby, was saying we should make the mud invisible, which could be done. But my gosh, even knowing where it is, it's a pain in the butt sometimes. I couldn't imagine making the mud invisible so it just shows up. I'm stuck. Yeah.
Oh, I had the box truck, so they probably were lighter.
Yeah, I think I'm resetting. Aww.
Oh, you got the pickup truck right behind you.
Oh yeah, I do. I might be able to push it. Did we get a tow truck on the map? We have a tow... Not a tow...
A tow bar?
We have a tow bar that's coming in. It's one of the last minute things. I haven't actually tested it, but others have. I'll have to put that... I keep forgetting to put that on the server, because I'm never playing. I'm always working on the thing. I never get to play. But we have a tow bar somewhere. Does this pickup have enough push to even move that thing? Oh, it moved it. I'm up to my axles in mud. Sad thing is I didn't even fill up the whole thing yet. Let's see if that helped. Not yet. I could end up with 3 cars stuck down here. How big is the Dropbox with all the mods? Oh yeah, well, you know, I'm not sure how much the mods are going to be yet. I can say this though, the map final size is, I believe right now, it'll be up a little bit. It's going to be around 690 megabytes. It's 687 right now, but I realize that I have a lot more donation signs to put in the museum that will add a few megabytes onto that. So under 700 for the map, and despite its extra large size, it really, I think, runs a lot smoother on the server than version 2.2. But then again, we have a smaller crowd, so it hasn't been a huge, you know, drain on the server. Most of the time, there's only 1 or 2 people on at a time this year.
Currently, what you have for us is 1.56 gigabytes.
1.56 gigs is what we have, but there is definitely some stuff coming out of that mess, and some more to come in. So it probably will be about 1.5 gigs total when we're all said and done. Viper, the truck idea didn't work. Oh, maybe.
You disconnect your trailer. And then back up your pickup truck and hit that back end of your big truck and push it out.
I'm doing what you say because you're an expert at this kind of stuff.
Hey, Viper, aka Crash Bandicoot.
Let's move this one a little bit.
You should be able to get out of there now. You're almost on the main dirt part there.
You would think, but it's not really. Yeah, so this is why we didn't put mud all over the map. Just a couple tricky places to make it work, and guess what? It's gonna make it work. See, I can't push it from that end. Look at the mud on the dirt roads, though. Isn't that pretty cool? You can see the mud is different than the cement. Did you notice that? I just noticed that. The tire tracks for the mud are a different color than the ones that are from the concrete. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that. And there's a lot of things I don't know about the map. Like how to drive.
Yeah, I would say you need to hit the truck.
I've tried to hit the truck. The truck won't move.
Because someone put a bunch of trees in the way.
Well, you can't drive into the mud with the other truck and hit this truck. That's the problem.
Someone in my stream said last night, I see a wood chipper in my future.
A wood chipper? For what, these trees down here?
Yeah, so they can get their trucks in and out easy.
Well, if you're... I did it! I got out! Alright. Let me see if I could hook up the other one without getting stuck again. Ta-da! Did we have a timer on that?
I'm sorry, what was that? I was sleeping.
I was just saying the same thing.
Oh, you guys are funny. If it's invisible, you can place it on any surface. I know, and that would just really cause people to be angry at me. I think if I did that, Throsby, I know it was an interesting idea. I'll give you credit for that. But it might be the last map of mine that anybody played, because the mud is enough of a pain in the butt when you know where it is.
You can do your idea like you had it in the quarry. You do a random placements.
Yep.
Like black ice.
Oh, yeah. That's what we want to do. We want to make it so that nobody wants to play the map because they're always stuck in mud. It was bad. It's bad enough, like there, taking 20 minutes to try to free up a trailer every now and then. Where's the other dock? There's.
Turn around
there it is.
Again.
I know. I'm avoiding mud. It's scaring me now.
Well, it's kind of hard because you put it right next to it.
I know I did. You know, I'm a cruel person. I I don't know if I can get this back there with the other trailer on it.
I pull 4 trailers there through it, so you should be able to do it with one.
Not you. I'm a one trailer kind of guy. I can only do one trailer at a time. So you can see what happens.
I had the box, that's why. You gotta
With
do it on
that
box.
last boat. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There goes the boat. And the last boat, you can see what happens. If you don't fill it up, it doesn't go all the way out. And if it doesn't go all the way out, you don't get as many fish. So let's go back and get that last one topped off. Then we'll have 7 boats this time of fish full. And it's a random amount. The boats can catch a random amount of fish depending on... Whoops. Depending on randomness. I like randomness. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Random events are kind of fun. So, here's the deal. We finished the map. We rushed a couple things. I added extra animals into the fairgrounds so that we didn't have to haul 300 of them each up there. But we've been playing it for a long time as we've been developing it, and a lot of fast forwarding.
Yeah, I started right after New Year's, I believe.
Right after New Year's, 6 months. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
we've got a whole bunch of hours, but we haven't shown people the cemetery after all that time and see where we're at with dead people.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I'm going to go check the dead people total. So, if you're new to the map, we have a cemetery, and I missed the bridge. We're going to go over this way to the bridge so we can get to the cemetery. That what is it? I forget how often it is. Every so often, a dead person dies in Pleasant Valley. It's
250 hours.
250 hours. There you go. Is it really 250? That's a lot. So, and when they die, you get a random amount of money, and most people miss it and don't even realize what had happened. But they'll say, "Hey, where did I get that $50,000 from?" I don't know. It's because there's no prompting that says, "Hey, there's another dead person in the cemetery and you got their inheritance." So.
See, now that'd be cool to add that a ticker across the top of the screen.
It would be, but
somebody dies, their name goes across the top.
That would be awesome. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that. Now,
No.
what are you saying? I second that motion too. It's bacon warrior.
Next Saturday we put in the damage mod and do a demolition derby temporarily.
Oh, that's a fun thing. We could do that. We've got to have some competitions. Look at the dead people. So our map has been running and it's a time played clock, basically, 5,415 hours, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 dead people out of 25. I think that's it. Somewhere around there.
Oh, I see. Put the horses back in.
Oh, the horses are there. They never came out.
On the server, they weren't there.
Yeah, they were, but there's a funny thing. I don't know if it's built into the scripts. They're not always visible.
Okay.
I think it's
every time I went by them, they were never there. Because someone asked me to show them where it was.
I think it's I don't know.
A time thing?
A time thing. That occasionally they're just not visible.
Go back into the stables at nighttime.
It's possible. I'm not sure. But, yeah, the horses are over here. We'll take a look at the horses again.
Yeah, because when I first did, I seen the horses, and then someone came out and says, I noticed when you drive around, I didn't see the horses. Did you take them out? And so a few days later, I went by. I says, I got to remember to go by and check. They were gone. So I said, oh, maybe you did take them out. That was right after you did your reboot, where you took out everything and put everything back in. I thought that maybe that was one of the resources you took out.
Right. No, they're running around so you can see the horses. I love them. They're amazing. The way they randomly changed actions.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot better than the last one.
Maybe there's a glue shortage at Cogent, so we had to borrow some horses.
That's what it was.
Gee, you could mow for them, guys. Yeah, mowing. We don't mow. We gave up mowing a long time ago. Does anybody use a BGA anymore? No, it's interesting. There are so many things to do.
The horse just ran you over.
Yeah, he did. This one is gonna too. But yeah, there's the horses. And there we're going round and round. All right, so we fed. We built the docks, and well, you built the docks. I just filled them up, so we'll have some fish tomorrow. And that was really not a big concern because we knew they worked from the last map. But I think that was the last thing that needed to be tested. I'll take you real quick over to the animal barn area and show you some of the promptings that we have over there that are new. Trying to give you more. We've seen a couple, the one on the water tower, the one at, but we can't label everything. Especially one thing I realized after I started putting the promptings in is that I can't put them on buildable factories at all because they can't go into the building group, so they would be there before the factory was even built and really confuse people. Would be the only way to do it. So therefore, there is no help text saved with the factories that have to be built. But we did put a lot of help text extra around, and with that PDF file at S7 Davis, you're not even going to need any help. It's all in there. And with my Tutorial Tuesday, you'll have those videos. We're going to try to help you out as much as possible, that's for sure. But so much to cover. As I drive around with half my screen covered with boxes. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're doing the promptings. We're going to show you just kind of what you'll find. Now, a lot of these objects are here placeable as well, so they don't have the prompts. But you're going to see what goes where. Little signs: fill steamed potatoes, beet pulp here. And again, once you get used to the map, you'll be able to turn these off. And there are a lot down here that tells you where. Load your chickens here. And oh wait, that one's wrong. That's manure and it's not wheat and barley. I thought that was a wheat and barley spot. Alright, so I gotta fix that one. I didn't know. Unload your chicks here. See that? I messed that up. So there are still changes being made. Yeah, 94 I think it is. But you'll find lots and lots of green arrows that tell you basically what to do around the map. And it should be a huge help for you guys when you get started. I think I'll find an animal trail. There's got to be some animals ready. Let's check the animals out. Maybe we can milk some cattle. So you fill your milk from the tank right here. Let's check the animal list. One last thing. Anybody has any questions? Now's the time because we're going to be passing it over to Big Daddy pretty soon. And here I thought I was moving and the wheel is spinning. Finishing up over here, but I'm glad to answer any questions that anybody has. Or if anybody has a specific thing that they wanted to see before we go. So we have 58 dairy cows ready. Let's go get them. Where, oh where, the dairy cow stuff. Do you remember where I put the trailer? Anybody?
I have no idea. Last game save I had is over near
Oh, it's right
the egg laying station.
Oh my gosh, it's in front of me in the truck. I didn't see it. There we go.
I just hit group 1. We'll find it. Oh, okay, that's group 5, I think. Animals.
Aminals. There's chickens in this thing. I gotta get rid of the chickens. I wonder if the egg laying station
just
has
buy
room.
a new one.
A new trailer?
Yeah, just buy a new trailer, that's all.
I'm gonna see if the egg laying station will take any. Oh, they took a couple. Yeah, I can buy a new one. We need more than one now anyway. Is that under miscellaneous or tippers? Whoops, I think I passed it. Here it is. Oh yeah, we can afford that. Alright, so we're rounding up, and boy, look at that chat just roll with that minigame. As we're wrapping up here, I just wanted to point out once more previous broadcasts. Future broadcasts, Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just gonna farm with you guys, answer more questions if you have them, show you anything that you want to see. Tuesday, Tutorial Tuesday, 6 hour, roughly. I've got a 6 hour block scheduled. It might not take that long, but we'll be starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, doing first part of the tutorial offline, trying to cover everything about the map that we could possibly think of. Then doing the second part online, which is this game. So we have a 2-part tutorial, starting out when you first get started, and the second part will be an advanced game, but you'll be able to see all the triggers, where things go at all the warehouses, how to operate different things. So that's on Tuesday. Mod release Thursday. We're going to release ahead of the map 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to show you all the mods that come with the map and explain to you which ones are absolutely necessary and which ones are optional, and give you a rundown on all that stuff. And then finally Saturday at noon Eastern Time on the 18th till midnight, 12-hour release party, where we will be here all day as you're all downloading and trying the map for the first time, to help you guys with any problems, questions you have, and to make it even more exciting, over $1,200 in giveaways. So that's the rundown of what's coming up, and that will take us right through for the next week, and then we will have some other things after that. We'll be doing some broadcasts and visiting some streams and just a whole bunch of good stuff coming up. It's going to be an exciting time. I hope you can join us for as much of it as possible, and we'll give you one more look at how to take your dairy cows and milk them, because we really didn't have a very good group of dairy cows last time we did it. I want to fill that sucker right up. Can I open the map, please? I can. There it is. As jumbled as it looks, but I can't do anything about how jumbled. It's very hard to see, too. Actually, the better map to look at is by hitting this one here. There's the mini-map with all the fields and everything marked nicely. And we don't even own all the fields yet. So, yeah, we got to get on buying some of that stuff. We've got the money. We don't own Campbell's. What else do we not own? I think that's it. Campbell's and a bunch of fields. So you guys will probably find a grass spot in a field or two that we didn't discover yet. So basically, the milking cows works like a factory, and there is an arrow there to tell you what side to dump where. But drop off cows here to be milked, and there you go. You see the 30 cows are in there. We can actually hold 40. I gave it so you can have a little bit of extra little room. We'll go get a few more, but we can start milking them too, which is done by going to the factories and choosing the second to the bottom, start producing. And now you can see the milk totals going up, and the dry dairy cows will be returned with the milk, a good portion of them anyway. Back up over here, get some more. I know how to milk cows, asked my mom. Yeah. I don't. This is all I know how to do. This is my extent of milking cows right here. And Viper, after Big Daddy's done, you going to be streaming as well tonight?
No, I got to work tomorrow.
Oh, you got to work tomorrow. Aw.
Yeah, I had to work tomorrow so I can get next weekend off, so I can.
So when is your next broadcast? Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, Saturday night, 8 o'clock.
Saturday night at 8, Viper 278. You guys are going to want to get over there, earn some of his points too, if you don't have them already. Make sure you follow that man.
They're up in the millions, man. They've been hacking me big time.
Because he will need to, you'll want to get some points from him. So there we go. We have cows. You can see one's out already, and that's the way it basically works. It takes a little time to milk them. It's not bad at all. See the one, but if you leave for an hour, actually it's 9:56. Let's fast forward just slightly, and you'll see that they come out. They get milked pretty fast. There, we did fast forwarded for 4 minutes, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cows done. So when they're done, actually I should just do 16 because I needed a trailer empty, but we'll drop off a few more over here. As they're done, you can pick them back up and put them back into the barn, and they'll refill with milk. It's pretty. I love it. I think it's one of the cool new features anyway.
Oh, so you film it on one side and it comes out the other side?
Yep,
okay.
You film in this side that I'm in right now, which you'll see in a minute. Here, I'm going to make room for all of them. Fast forward. There we go. So once you fill them in here, and if I bring up that milk total now that we have some cow, you'll look at I'm up to 18,000 liters. We started off at before about 4. We've got 38 more cows to be milked and 15 ready to be picked up. So when they're ready, you just go over to where this side is, and then you have to hit the R key to start filling and pick up your cows. There, 15 are loaded. They go in instantly. It's kind of weird, but that's the way it works. And you can wait until you get more ready. Bring them back to the barn. So anyhow, I'm gonna pass this over. Big Daddy, you want to get your stream ready, and I'll start hosting you for a little while. But you're gonna want to join Big Daddy's stream as well, and we're gonna have that big multi-stream coming up, which will be a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely.
And I thank everybody, especially the nice round number of donations up there. Is it still 1,000? I can't see it. It's just
Yes, it is.
That incredible. Thank you very much, especially to Pukes and Thernadad for the donation war. That was nice and fun. You made my night, that's for sure. You made my week. But yeah, thanks everybody for your donations and the follows. And we'll be back in a couple days, Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Thank you again. And I'm going to be passing you over to Big Daddy. I'm interested as you are in seeing what mods he has ready for us. So thanks again for watching, and we'll catch y'all later.
Alrighty, the screen is coming up here, and I'm going to take off my push to talk because it's actually a key I need to use. It won't work out well otherwise.